to us here, you must acquire a working knowledge of how all this technology functions.
Pierre explained quite a lot, but...
At that rate, it will take a decade to catch up. But this will astonish you. Please sit down. When you recall the arduous process of your book learning at school, you will find this experience quite out of this world. Let's put on the helmet.
Well, what's going to happen?
The learning computer will first examine your mind to find out what knowledge you already possess, and then it will implant in you a working knowledge of all the science and technology of the ancestors, which enabled them to build this reactor.
I don't think I should do this.
A privilege only we and the elite can enjoy.
That may be, but...
Nobody refuses it, Fritz. It's the learning experience of a lifetime.
But Pierre, he told me the reason he was valuable here was because he had acquired all of his knowledge in his own way. It gave him a different point of view.
But poor Pierre, he worked so hard. And look what it did for him.
As useful, I am prepared to take up the burden which Pierre laid down at his death.
Master?
The boy has a point. Let us see what progress he makes on his own. If he is too slow, then the learning computer can be used later.
Things to tell you. Me too. I have had the most incredible experience. I'm still not sure how real it was. Where were you yesterday? Bo was worried you ran out of oxygen. Does that make you hallucinate? I think I've heard that. Why? Well, it turns out that the masters don't really run the show here after all. Those taller persons over there into the pool of fire. Pierre thought there was some kind of information network. Well, he wasn't far wrong. Each one turns out to be a cell of intelligence. Now, together they make up a kind of a brain. Think to billions of others scattered around the universe. Coggy calls it the space brain. Who's Coggy? She's one of them. Over there. My master was ordered to take me. What does he look like? Nothing. He doesn't exist. He's just this bundle of light and energy. Are you sure this is true? It sounds unbelievable, I know, but yes, I am sure. But how can you talk to something that does not exist? I know, it's crazy. But it wasn't a dream either. My master confirmed it. He told me all about the Cognoscs. To begin with, he thought he was being summoned himself because of the good relationship he'd established with me. But when it turned out to be me the Cognosc wanted, he wasn't very happy. And what did the Cognosc want? He knows the entire contents of my mind. He knows about Julius, the free men, and he knows exactly what we're up to here. All he has to do is send the information through the network via the pool of fire, and all the other Cognoscs get the message, and then the masters. Then we have no choice. We must leave right away. We must warn Julius so they move camp, or the tripods will attack without warning. Will, this is disastrous. Hold on! On the face of it, it is yes. But the one thing I got really clear is that Coggy doesn't even like the masters. The idea of us having a go at them appealed to him. Even if we don't stand a cat-in-hell's chance of winning. What's that? It's my master's idea of making me feel at home. I don't know how he does it. Means you'll be calling me soon. Get back. Going to be caught up all day with masters asking questions. It's a fantastic privilege to be summoned by a Cognosc, and for a human, it's never been heard of.
Take care, Will. I have a lot to tell you, too. I also have narrowly escaped an examination of my mind.
We'll meet tonight in the Pink Palace.
Morning.
No problem?
An unprecedented demand for power.
What about the reserve turbines? It's a long time since we've used them. Well, get all the men you can on them. At this rate, we need them in a matter of hours.
Sir, where's the demand coming
To
from?
the pool of fire.
But the centre of demand seems to be one of the Cognoscs.
Good morning, Master.
Ah, Will. You were up very early for one who had such an exhausting day.
My friend was looking for me yesterday. He was worried that I might have fallen ill.
Your friend. Come. My colleagues are anxious to hear about your visit to the Cognosc.
I'm honored, Master.
Not intimidated? But then you always were a remarkable boy. Tell me then, did the Cognosc make any reference to, did he have anything in particular to say about me?
He was full of admiration for your perception of my unusualness, Master, and for allowing it to develop freely in your service.
I told you we would do great things together. I am pleased to present to you the human slave who has found favor in the sight of the Cognosc. You realize what happened to you is an experience none of us has been privileged to enjoy.
I do, Master, and I'm overwhelmed by the honor.
Can you tell us why the Cognosc has shown this unique interest in you?
What he appears to like about me in comparison with most of the captives, that somehow I have retained imagination, creativity, and initiative.
How can we trust this slave? Imagination is a license to tell lies. Creativity is but fabrication. And initiative is merely another word for unilateral action. You have been inadequately kept. In my opinion, the condition requires immediate correction. Are you suggesting that the boy has successfully deceived the Cognosc? No. But he may well be deceiving us.
You've got the first reserve running. Well done. Just about. I don't like to push the revs up too much, though. It's crying out for maintenance. Isn't that done regularly? Never needed. Not normally, of course, but this is an emergency. Exactly what standby facilities are for. What about that one?
Master, the demand is still rising and we can no longer meet it.
Cognoscs must have priority.
Slaves' quarters.
We'll have to run on reduced power.
But if the demand continues to rise...
Then supplies to the slaves' quarters must be shut off.
Master, without light and without oxygen...
The Cognosc comes first.
So, with no air conditioning, no power to operate airlocks and lifts.
I know the consequences, but we must carry out the orders of the masters.
And even then we can't meet the demand. Do we start cutting masters' areas too? And if so, is he going to tell us which ones first?
The Cognosc will do what is right, and will guide us in our decisions.
Look, Joseph, I have my job to do, and you have yours. Please go and do it.
Power master know why there is this unusual demand for power.
The only place left then, yeah. What have you done? Thrown a spanner in the works already?
It's your Cognosc.
What do you mean?
He's making an unprecedented demand for energy. The power station just can't supply it.
Wonder why he's doing that?
You said he was sympathetic. Do you think he's trying to help?
By suffocating us all.
Maybe it's a chance to escape in all the confusion.
He found a way out.
I've had an idea. Indirectly, it comes from the Cognosc. His demand for more energy has made a huge increase in the need for cooling water. To get more volume through, they decided to bypass the filters. There is a long culvert under the wall. I'm not sure we could survive that long underwater. But with the current moving as fast as it is, we might make it.
Let's give it a try. If we stay here much longer, we'll all be dead.
I'll work on it. But there is one thing you could do. It's find out what Coggy is up to.
I've been calling my own slave and he does not come.
I apologize for his behavior, Master, but I don't know where he is.
Come and sit down, boy. Tell me about him. What is this writing he does?
What are you doing?
Taking on fuel.
But you're killing the city.
You and Fritz are all right, aren't you? What do you care about the rest? They're all capped and on the side of the enemy. I'm leaving you to help yourselves. I don't suppose you'll succeed, but it amuses me to think you have an outside chance.
Where are you off to?
Talking to you yesterday shook me up a bit. I liked your hopeless idealism, your foolhardy spirit of adventure. And it got me thinking.
What else can brains do but think?
Don't mock me. I've got bad news for you.
How could it be worse?
You're in for a shock. At this very moment, there is a gigantic spaceship transporting equipment to Earth from Trion to be housed in the cabins you slaves had been preparing.
From Trion?
Right. I've been advising them to stay at home, but I'm in a minority here. All the other Cognoscs think it's a good idea. The Masters intend to colonize the Earth.
But our atmosphere is poisonous to them.
This equipment is intended to reconstitute the atmosphere here to make it compatible with Masters' needs. It will mean the total annihilation of the human race, with the exception of those few specimens selected to survive in glass houses, like a human zoo.
That's
monstrous, absolutely, I agree. But I thought it would sharpen the resolve of you and Fritz and your friend Julius to do something about it.
Is it even possible for us to do anything?
Where there's a will. Whoops.
You take it all very lightly. What right have they got to do that? What right have they got to be here at all? Why should they take away our freedom? Why should they be allowed to destroy our civilization?
Because your civilized ancestors were threatening a piece of space. Remember?
Well, even if that was true then, that certainly isn't the case now. The Masters have destroyed our technology. They've set us back hundreds of years. What possible excuse do they have now for poisoning the whole planet?
I agree. The worst kind of space imperialism, absolutely inexcusable. But look, Will, the situation is not as bad as it appears. See the state the Masters are in now, just because I'm depriving them of a little power. They have no experience of darkness because they come from a world with 3 suns. It's a weakness you might bear in mind.
If you think they're so morally wrong, why don't you stop them?
Every species to its own survival. Besides, as I said, I'm leaving.
Where?
Who knows? Somewhere out on the fringe. Every minute a billion new stars are being born out there. I should find one able to support me.
Sounds romantic. Like looking for a desert island. Just as much of an illusion.
How could I stay here? Will they discover what I've told you?
You could join forces with us. Against them. Just to even the odds a bit.
Don't underestimate yourself. You're in with a chance. And I wish you luck.
Supplies back to human quarters.
trying to call you. I've been talking to the Cognosc. Second time. Then perhaps he'll forgive you. Forgive me. He was angry when you didn't answer his call. There. You must go now.
I must apologize, Master. I was summoned again by the Cognosc.
And now you have driven him away.
No, he will return.
He told you that? What else?
He told me of the Masters' plan to poison our planet with their own atmosphere.
And what did you think of that?
I'm surprised you didn't tell me about it, Master. I can't believe you have agreed to this plan.
Does the Cognosc agree?
No. He thought it was wrong, but that he's in a minority here. He said he was going to seek wiser counsel from the great brain of space.
He has taken you deep into his confidence, boy.
As you have too, Master.
And yet you deceived me, boy. It was this deception that the camp was designed to prevent. And yet, you have deceived me.
What way, Master?
Where did you obtain this paper, boy?
From the Guardian, Master.
You stole it?
No,
See how quick the lie springs to your lip. Tell me, why you have secretly drawn plans of the city.
It is in my nature to... I like to know, I like to ask questions.
But you write here of the danger of the Cognosc, because he knows your mind. How can there be danger in that, boy? You were called to the Cognosc, and you offended him. How could he stay in a city where only a slave was plotting to destroy it? The time has come to examine your camp.
No, Master. Break the seal.